So, welcome to another episode of Get Rich and Fit Tryin. So, after a couple trials and errors, we finally got everything right. So, now we're going to go ahead and get right to it. I'll see you on the other side. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Get Rich and Fit Tryin. We're about to get cracking into the market. We got less than 60 seconds till the market open, so we're going to get right over to business. Let's go ahead and get our 15-minute chart ready. If you don't know how this whole entire thing relatively works, and it's the first time that you're actually here, the way we do things by playing the opening range. Hold on, I got to share my screen before I do that. Hold on. Let's get this ball rolling. Alright, there we go. Actually, shared it wrong. Share it like this. There we go. That's way better. Alright, so we do the opening range breakout. We don't do anything really spectacular. We just take the simplest trades. There's more complicated ways of trading. If you want to learn how to do so, go ahead and send me a nice little message like, hey JD, I could use some help. And I'll go ahead and help you right on out. And go ahead and get your merch down below. Descriptions down below. How to get your own Get Rich and Fit Tryin. Okay, you don't like t-shirts, that's perfectly fine. Let me go ahead and you can get yourself your trading journal. Get Rich and Fit Tryin. That way you can mark down your notes for your trading. Alright. Without further ado, enough plugging. Let's get some work done. Alright, we got ourselves 19 seconds until the market opens. Should be logged into all of your accounts or account, depending on where you are. And we're going to get this party started right. Alright, what does this look like? Alright, got my midway point. Let me maximize this screen. Yep, there goes the bell. So how we're going to do things, you already know, we're going to do the opening range. That's not going to change. You're going to always do that. So got ourselves, in case it actually breaks out of these areas, if we're going to break out all the way in here, we're going to be bearish. Oops, I got this thing backwards. Let's fix this problem. There we go. And there we go. And then we fix the template. There we go. So we bullish above that line, bears below that line. Stranger danger is the area for some reason the market tends to react to. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so let's go ahead and probably gonna have to key off on some of these alerts. These alerts are coming in hot. I'm coming in hot. Alright. What we got? What we got? Oh. Got something very interesting with SPX that came in an alert. Oh, you know what? That might have been the closed position. Yeah, that's the closed position. SPX was going to the upside for a little bit. We played a good position in that one. I'll follow up on that. Let's see what tickers are coming in through the fray. Newmont was flat. Apple should be closing out the position. Uber and Affirm. Giant, those Affirm calls, they got their butts whipped. I think they got their butts whipped, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me go into
We saw the writing on the wall with that early.
Yeah, because it never held the entry. So by it failing to hold the entry in a strong way, it basically advertised saying we're operating on pure weakness. And that's why those charts are very important. Making sure you got everything. So you didn't get into those, right? It did break above the entry, but it ain't going nowhere. That 50 EMA said, nope, we're not letting nothing slide. Okay. And then Uber, that was another one that came through there. Another one that got destroyed. I really feel like they put out a whole bunch of bull traps. The bears just sprung in on all the bulls and just kind of kidnapped them and brought them down. But Apple, this is what I'm mad about. If you go into the Discord, I put this inside of makeup videos. This Apple put, I fell asleep right here, and I was waiting for the candle to close. Missed out on the opportunity. This thing prints something vicious. That was a nice little move. $2 move to the downside. If you had some Friday contracts, you would have been happy with them. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Let's go NQ. What we got? Okay, so we kind of consolidated. Now, the funny thing about this, because I did play this a little bit overnight, but they did take some of my evaluation money, and I'm a little mad. I thought we was going to get like a 618 rejection somewhere around here. Oh, NVIDIA is setting up something. That didn't happen. And then we got up into here, and I tried to short it again, and then they swept it some more. But if you can see, we still got the fair value gap in place. So the bulls are going to try to recapture all of this and squeeze all the bears out, while the bears are probably reloading right here, and we're probably going to push right back down to the downside. So just be smart with your entries. Oh, actually, I just realized my camera is like, or my webcam. You know what? Let me get rid of my webcam. That thing is blocking everything. And my theory is we're really going to come back and get all of this. So we got cheaper puts right here, then more cheaper puts right here, and then they're going to get the rest and may even bounce off the 50-year May. I think that would be a good reset for NQ. Oh, let's go to the 15 minute. Looks like we're getting some lower lows. Let's see what happened. There we go. I was trying to see if this is going to give me a little bit of a solid type of setup for an entry, but this thing looks a little stank. I don't want a guessing game. Let's see. Anything on NQ? No. Nothing there. It feels trappy. It does. I don't know if because yesterday I was a little upset at myself because one of my accounts that I was trying to save, it was like $400 in it. I ended up blowing that one, and I got mad about that. Oh, let me check on these. NVIDIA, we had a setup on that. They hit the stop losses. That one got beat up. And then SoFi, another one that got beat up. So that's what they're doing. They're liquidating everybody that wants to be bullish. So let's get this out the way. And yeah, that's just what they're doing. They want that order block back. So I'm thinking maybe we get a break of this 500 level. Maybe then I'll go ahead and take a stab at it. Nope, that's for long term. Probably playing it to the downside on NQ. It looks like we're getting some real good momentum. Yeah, there goes that level. So 502 would be the 500 level that we bounced off of earlier. Now, it may even double bottom there, so that's why I'm a little apprehensive on that. So just be smart with it. Everything's bleeding out. Let me go check my portfolios. I won't be surprised that my portfolio is giving me some bloodshed right now. Yep, I'm down $20 on my portfolio over there. Yep, my YMAXs are getting beat up, but that's all right. I bought them to be beat up. Get some cheaper ones later. Hey, good morning, Javi. Good morning, Lee. How y'all doing?
Javi and
All right, good. How you doing? Good. Yeah, you see, I was going to sell that red candle, and I just felt like we are going to get a bounce here. That's why I was like, you know what? Let me just relax a little bit before I set myself up. But they want the rest of this gap. Oh, perfect triangle break. This is the 1 minute. This is the price action I was playing around all night with, and then I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, kind of played with it. You know what? I might do that. I might just do Get Rich and Fit Tryin as a 15-minute setup, and I'm just gonna do each session, whatever session I can wake up for. That's probably gonna be the way to do it, because there was some gems overnight. Real good gems. Come on, get in your spot. They're almost done with the gap. Look at that. Almost done. So this is phase one of the gap, right about here, 423. Phase two of the gap will be all the way down to here at 187. I would say possible bounce at 300. Don't tell me Goldman Sachs is actually failing right now. Let me go look at Goldman Sachs. Oh, that thing gapped. Oh man, I'm telling you. Ah, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, I suggest it because I do drop some tickers to keep an eye on, and it never came nowhere near its stop loss. And I told y'all about Goldman Sachs, just like Pinduoduo. All right, anyways, let's get over this. We got 6 minutes left. I'm trying to stay still for the opening range. We're putting in a flirt for Morning Star right now. Um, yeah, this thing is just drifting down. Anyone that's bullish and they bought shares, bought positions, bought calls on Monday is getting their face completely ripped off right now. The real entry was over at 932. I should have just got in. I had a feeling it could, but ah, ah. Meanwhile, Javi's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Jeff. I'm getting rich over here. I need you to start trying. $600. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go.
600 bucks.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I like to hear. Hey, listen, somebody dropped. They dropped $600 on the floor. You just picked it up. That's all it is. That's all it is. Yeah, I would say the question you want to ask yourself, and this goes to y'all traders also. At the end of the day, out of that 600, how much are you willing to risk so that way you can see if you can get more? If you say like 150, that could work. 100, nothing. He said nothing. Ah, yeah. You got to follow the same discipline. Exactly. Yeah. Looks like Lily is making its way down to these levels, folks. If you haven't checked out Lily, take a peek on that. And if you want to get this Discord, I'm telling you, I'm dropping gems. This was already announced since Monday, early Monday, to go ahead and short this. So don't miss out on it. All right? Yeah. Yeah. When I went back to triage what I did wrong and journal everything, I didn't even want to write it. I'm about to write it today, but I was like, there was no alerts for me. There was no alerts. I was literally scalping with no alerts. I deserve everything that happened. Yeah. Then I took 82% on SPX to the upside, but I knew it was just drifting. It had no business being up there. And then I took my money off the table, made my 82%, and yeah, so we just gotta be disciplined. We know what we're supposed to do. It's just that human nature kicks in, like, ooh, that looks like a candy. Ooh, let's take this one, which is trouble. Mhm. Yeah, it's. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Well, I jumped into this one, and I told myself I'm going to, yeah, it's going to go down some more. I think they're trying to get more of this gap. Right now, I got like 40 some odd dollars. I'm willing to risk maybe 15 of it. So 25 bucks. Because I told myself, oh, there we go, take that. All right. So I told myself, Javi, you remember everything we did with the option compound? The whole structure and everything else? I was like, damn, I'm about to do the same thing with futures. Let's go to micros. After blowing my account, I'm extremely upset at myself. And I said, I just got to do better. You know the setups. You know what you're supposed to do. Just run the play. Exactly. Oh, look at that. That's that explosion. That's that explosion. I thought we were going to get, this thing might fly right to 300. We might get to 183 for a bounce, but I will not be surprised. Just be patient, folks. This thing can go ahead and act a donkey anywhere it wants right now because we're still establishing the 15-minute orb. Because they want that gap. There is a demand zone. We're far away from the 5 EMA. But the 5 EMA is not catching up. It looks like it's kind of like staying. Yeah, yeah. That's it's just patience. That's what this whole entire story is going to be circled around patience. Yeah. So that. All right. So my next trade, I'm gonna be risking about $135. Right. And out of the 135, I might risk the 35. I don't think I'm gonna risk all of it. But oh, there we go. We got ourselves some alerts. Oh, 45-minute continuation. That's a possibility. Let's see if I can find a spot. Is this a good reset? I need a curl over. This might try to trap me. Let me be patient because I think we could still fall right now. Please, you see me? I'm recording.
You're recording.
My son wants to say hi because he's very determined on getting my attention. If I wasn't recording or doing anything, guess what? They would ignore the crap out of me. No. But now he wants to hang on my shoulder while I'm trying to use the mouse. And good thing I don't have my webcam on. And he's trying to drive attention to himself. No. You remember what I said? Finish your schoolwork and then you can help me with the trading. You remember that part?
Oh.
Did you go finish your schoolwork?
I thought it was fun.
No, you didn't.
Not today.
Today's work. Yeah, go ahead. Go do that.
Because I was like.
Javi says hi. I got you on my earbud. The whole crew says hi. Everybody says hi.
But I was wondering why I didn't help you trade yesterday.
It's the torture, huh? All right, so it looks like they liquidated the 45-minute bears right now, but that doesn't really mean anything. Oh, actually, I should put that back. Let me put that back. Let's go 45-minute, and this is what my 45-minute gives us and entails. We're going to be looking at something like this, and this is our profit levels. Let's mark that off. So we could retrace anywhere here. If it gets really up into here, I would consider the 45-minute downside completely wiped. But if we really think about it, we're dealing with multiple deviations. There's one right here, and there's another one right here. And we could be wedging price right against here. Now, of course, we're probably dealing with something from back here. No, actually, we already broke this micro. So, yeah, so this is our micro trend, but this is that trend inside of this trend. Okay, I know it's not showing you lower lows, but this is just saying that the micro is over, and this is the trend that we are on right now. So this micro trend with the gap up broke that major trend, but it couldn't get back up into here and affect the official major trend because we already started it from here, right? So now with this gap up, they try to chase and try to, put pressure on here. They realize that they can't. So we got a micro trend that is breaking a internal trend inside of here, but the overall trend is still bearish, especially if we're not breaking this pivot. So that's going to be a very key point. Just keep that marked off. 25.044. Another one, 25.020. That's going to be a little tricky in itself. And then now we just put in a fresh new one. So we're going to look at this level. We could get a very solid opening range breakout if we blast right through here, take out this liquidity, solid bump and run, and the first thing they're going to try to target is somewhere here or maybe one of these EMAs. So that's what we're going to keep up with. So that said, we got our levels. Let's go ahead and see what's happening here. What time is your next class? 11. Okay. All right. I got a 1 minute order block that's sitting right here. We could reject from here. And this could give us a nice little harami type of action. Mother baby, mother candle, baby, reversal, back up. So if this thing stays green, we might have ourselves a little bit of trouble for the bears. The big red candle, they're going to retest some of it.
How come?
Yeah. They left some orders up there, right? And are the bears going to readjust those orders and create a fair value gap here? So potentially we got ourselves a fair value gap that's between this current price action here, kind of something like this. I got the wrong one. I meant to go to potential. Fair value gap potential, right? So we got something that looks like this, and until this candle is closed, it's going to keep on squeezing against the pressure. So think of it like all the bears are sitting in here, and they're wondering, oh, do we have support? Because they've been in since over here at the pivot. Which one? Oh, the big red candle? Yeah. That they're going to test some of it? It has to. And right now, imagine people that doesn't understand how orbs work and they don't plan properly. They probably jumped inside of the orb and they're like, oh, we got to the line and we're breaking through. And now they got kidnapped and snatched right back up in here. Which is why you have to, a simple rule like, hey, we want to wait until the 5 minute close below this level is a very, very good technique and tactic. But again, there's a lot more nuance in there. But in a perfect world, let this 5 minute candle, this next one, close under this level. It's going to signal all the traders, hey, we're selling over here, and they're going to pile in. If you want to be a little bit risky, right, I would say a good trade would be a break below 457 on maybe like a smaller time frame, like a 5 minutes cool, but 1 minute will probably be interesting too. And as long as it doesn't take out any of these wicks, because we make it 1, 2, 3 after we reject it for the fair value gap, that could be our catalyst to kind of continue this to the downside. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I think, I think it can go, especially with the 5 minute Stoke being down here, the MACD right here, and it looks like we're getting that light pink on here. It could go up. This is what we're doing on the 1 minute. It's just literally dancing like a falling wedge. See, yeah, exactly. And that's where the jambalaya rice order blocks come in. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You get some greens, you got some reds, you got some small candles, you got some big candles, but right now we're just dancing between. I would venture to say it's kind of like this level, like that. Just going back and forth, back and forth. Like which way did they go? Which way did they go? Oh, absolutely. Oh, interesting. J and J. Something must have happened. Oh, I think they had earnings today, didn't they? Yeah, they had earnings. Look at that bad boy. So we got J and J shorts. If y'all want to go ahead and get a follow through, probably part of a little bit of an IV flush. But let's just say this game continues. A good entry will be 187, and then your take profit will probably be about 172, maybe 181. I do have a level right here on my EMA at 181. It could bounce from there, but we could get some shorts. We give it like 6 more minutes. If it does close under this level, we can take some puts there. hmm Oh, look at that. Right to that stranger danger. I'm telling you, it gets strange over there. I'm telling you, Giant. I know I was explaining it to you the other day, but I don't know what it is. It just gets strange. Now it acts like a magnet. Watch it act like support. Like, weren't you just rejected not too long ago? Look at that. We came up to here, got close to stranger danger, bang, snatch everybody's soul. Came back over here, bang, but we couldn't make no lower low. All right, cool. So we're going to get to here. Now they're trying to eat up more of the fair value gap on the 15 minute. And we got ourselves 6 more minutes left. Am I getting that right? Yeah. That's 6 more minutes left. Which is this one right here. Yep. Oh, you know, I, I I know I got nothing but guys on here, so I think I could say that for right now. But YouTube's probably going to go ahead and ban me somehow. But for some reason, what popped in my head was it's almost like you can't have it ain't no fun if the homies can't get none, right? So it's like that's what popped in my head, right? So the homies, I know, right? I I might have to go ahead and bleep that out later. But for real though, like because this level is like she's like, nah, you can't get none, and it and shops closed. I don't know what you're trying to do, but that's it. That's enough of this drop to the downside. All right, let's try clean it. Let's try to PG this up a little bit. Yep. Yeah. It came right back. There's only a little bit of the fair value gap left. hmm And that's why I said that 457, that would have been a good entry for continuation, but they ate it all back up. All of it back up. hmm In this case, it was the opening range. Oh, you got a 4 hour? Hold on, let me see. Oh, I see it right here. Right here. That one right there. What was previously like an M pattern. Look at that. Talking about eating it all back up. Yeah, they went after the gap. They noticed they can't get all of it, so they're gonna have to go pick up some new friends. That's what I'm gathering out of that. We have a little bit of the fair value gap still left. It's real small. We can reject here and then come back down. I'm looking for them to come back to 555, but it's a little risky because it's like 2 minutes left on this candle. And we don't know how much people are piled in here for the upside, and you don't want to be the one kind of get caught in a wash. Could we read 5 minutes? Okay. Yeah. So basically, the 5 minutes putting in their fair value gap, which when we did this, so what Javi is kind of like saying is when we did 1, 2, and then here's the third because this kind of closed. That's what gave us that momentum here, but that's all they had. Now they try to put in that third one for the bullish side, and guess what ended up happening? It's starting to give up some of those profits. But there goes Stranger Danger. Now Stranger Danger, I bet you instead of acting like a magnet, it's going to act like a place to repel. This thing's probably going to bounce right here. All right, we got a minute and 19 seconds until we get ourselves a new 1 hour, new 2 hour, new 4 hour, new 15-minute, new 5-minute. All the candles. I love 10 o'clock candles. You're going to get a lot of volume here. All right, 59 seconds. They try to pull it back so that way they can eat up whatever sell side liquidity is showing up now. That could probably give a momentum to get the rest of this fair value gap. Let's see if we can get that. All right, so this was my stop loss on the 45-minute. Looks like this idea is kind of like out of the window, but I like to keep them in here because sometimes it'll come from my stop loss, then reverse, and then the entry is still valid, and then we just get an entry and then reset the stop loss to being over there. So let's see if that actually happens. I think that's what I'm gonna do, Javi. I think that's what the game's gonna be. I'm gonna make Get Rich for Trying. It's gonna be more like a 30-minute show, and that way we can hang out and talk our smack without me being. Yeah. It is 2025, so that probably might skirt over everybody's head because the morality spectrum has been quite dwindled quite a bit. So they're like, oh, yeah, that's normal. That's just PG. All right, so new candle came in. No real pressure from either side. It looks like everybody's sitting on their hands because they're like a little shocked. Let me find out, is there any news coming? Now, that's something I haven't done this week. Get this. All right. I need the economic calendar. I like my FX books for economic calendar. Forex Factory, FinViz, or not FinViz, what's the other one? FinJuice, Financial Juice, all types of them there. All right, Lee, see if, you can use whatever you're comfortable with. But right now, this is starting to turn into an inside candle. Ooh, Jay Powell speaks today at 12 o'clock? Emergency rate cuts because they didn't expect this drop was going to be this violent? Possibly. Well, I know they're planning to cut more rates anyhow, so that's going to be part of the. Is it three more rate cuts that they're considering? I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. But this 15-minute fair value gap is official, though. So that's why we're probably having a little trouble getting through here. I don't like the setups here because I feel like they're piling in to try to see if they can go ahead and keep popping to the upside. I'm looking at some levels like this is the equilibrium on the 15 minutes. That could be our rejection. The safer trade is when we get through the bearish line or the bullish line. I think you might as well let them chop it up and just sit on the sidelines. Don't get a little too overzealous. Let me go ahead and get my options a little set up because I think we're going to get that pop up. So let's get that ready just in case I find something that's cute and feasible. Oh, yeah, but I forgot about J&J. Let me see if the J&J actually oh, damn it! That was the entry. That was the entry. J&J puts, I think they're gonna keep on going down. Do we have a gap? No, that's not a gap. Okay, we're coming to an order block, so it might have a little trickiness to get there, but that was the entry. 15 minutes. Actually, right at 10 o'clock was the entry. I take that back. That was the 9:45 candle. So it's not too late-ish. Just I don't feel like chasing it. Got lost in NQ. You said on SPY? Oh, I thought you were saying QQQ because that's why I went to the 1 minute because I know you like to be in the 1 minute. Yeah, they're working on this doji. They're trying. Yeah. They came through the fair value gap right now. We got a little bit left, and then I have bang. There's that one. So I think we're going to get a rejection right about here, and I think I might try to quick scalp something here because I think they only came for the fair value gap. So we're going to see how that works. Well, there's orders up there, but there's orders to go down. Yeah. Yeah, that daily gap is what's making everybody relatively pause. That's what I think is happening here. All right, so we're getting close to it. Let's see how this works. Let's see if we get a nice little solid rejection. I'm thinking about 24,636. This could be it, but I don't want to. We're gonna leave it alone. I think we could come down now, eat up a lot of this fair value gap. I wanted to take that. I think that would have gave me another 75 bucks or so. Let me see. That was a good rejection. That was a good one. Oh, wow. From the time I said that rejection, that was an 82 tick rejection. I really wanted it to touch it and then reject, so I got real picky. So I just heard, everything as far as having to wait again. All right, so now we get a nice little push here. Like I said, I think we could get to 636, then reject. Right now, this 598,600 is created a little bit of an order block because of that psychological level. Okay, possibly going to play a rejection here. You said no? Don't do it? Yeah, I'm not going to do that one. I would have did that one. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait for a candle close. Yeah, we're in a jambalaya rice, correct. So that's what exactly. That's why I wanted that rejection. But I'm over in the micro time frames right now, and I was gonna go ahead and just quick scalp something, but I was like, nope, it's not good enough for me. Well, you ain't going up? Oh, okay. 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 Oh, we put a 1 minute doji now. This thing is doing so much dancing back and forth right here that I see nothing clear. And mind you, here it is. That's the 5 seconds. All that looked like junk. All right, so we get in a 1 minute evening star right here, slamming against the psychological level 600, and they just ate it all up. You saw that? You saw that bounce? Almost like they took the fair value gap. They're testing the fair value gap, using that as support, and then gave it a nice little push again.
1-8.
Ah, it gets stuck in there. It's straight gumbo. You got some green candles, you got some red candles, you got some big ones, you got some little ones. Look at that. They're trying to get right through here. Oh, look at that smack. They hit it. Oh, I got 5 seconds. I think I'm gonna short it here. If this thing closed there, I'm gonna short it here. I'm gonna take a shot. Come on, baby, be nice. Be nice. Be nice.
We're having
There we go. There we go. Boom! I'll take that. I'm risking about $15. Give me one more push. One more push.
Tim, that's the last time you're ever gonna see.
All right, gotta take that. All right, that was a good one.
Your login.
That was a good one.
I mean, your agenda.
All right.
How come? 'Cause
All right. Hit my second TP.
what's my agenda? Which agenda?
I guess I'm gonna have to raise leverage every
Why is that
5.
I'm not saying this is mine. Then it's probably gonna happen to you too.
All right,
Yeah.
it's 10:10. It's a little choppy for y'all over in the YouTube space. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go ahead and enjoy your day, because at the end of the day, we're here to make money, and I don't want y'all to do anything reckless. And we are having more advanced type of trading, and we don't want to set y'all up for anything. So don't forget, down in the description, you can go get yourself a Get Rich or Fit Tryin notebook, or you go get your merch. Go ahead and get your copy, and I will see y'all tomorrow. You have a great day. Bye bye.